Good morning, everybody. How are you? This has been a fun morning. As you guys can see, things are changing around me. I am packing up a house. It is going great. A little bit crazy at this time, but let's go ahead and get this feed up. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Today we are going to be talking about cornbread weed review from Venom Extracts. You guys know I've been doing a lot of Venom lately. They have amazing stuff. They're really yummy. And I was out at the farm this weekend and decided I was going to do some different types of pictures over the weekend for this channel. And so as you guys can see, when I started it off this morning, you'll notice that there was a new type of a picture. So I did a whole bunch of startup pictures for my YouTube channel, and it's been kind of cool. It's been really fun, but now it is time for the rest of it. So let's get this going. I don't know where my feed is going. It always does this on me. So let's get it started. As some of you guys know, I am changing phones. There are a lot of things going on. I'm moving. It's crazy around here over the next about 3 weeks. So please understand that I'm not going to be available for a whole bunch of consultations. I've got so many things going on. It is so crazy right now. It is so cool. But the announcement is already here. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Starting in January, I will be starting my own grow with our own business partners. So I'm going to walk you guys through how to build your own grow. So we are starting to build our greenhouse out there. It is up. We've gotten our bedrooms cleaned out. We've still got to insulate it. We've got a bunch of things that we have to do as far as the bedroom goes. But we do have all of these things that we're working on. And so it's been kind of a weird upload thing because my grow is about 3 hours from where I live. So I have to drive back and forth right now, so it won't be going on for much longer. Most of the house is pretty much packed up. This smoke room is pretty close to being packed up. All of my bongs are in the kitchen to be cleaned. It is nuts. It is crazy right now. So I decided we were going to start our week out with, since yesterday I was in Tucson having to go through the doctor's appointments for my bladder augmentation surgery. For those of you that don't know, I have to have my bladder removed. They are going to make me a new bladder out of my intestinal wall, or my intestines, and then my bowel. And they're going to put if I can think of the words, I know, I lose my words, a stoma right here in the side to where you end up catheterizing right here through the side. Hopefully I will be able to do the bag inside my body, that little pouch that they're talking about, or putting the bladder in there. Otherwise, I actually have to wear the pouch on my side, and I'm not really thrilled about that. And so we talked to the doctor yesterday about it, and he was pretty amazing, actually. It is so crazy how I can go from the Tucson doctors to doctors here and see a huge, it is a completely different world. The doctors in Tucson are amazing. They care. They want to talk to you. They want to help you. They made sure I went home with all of my supplies. They made sure that my catheter was switched out. I didn't have any issues. Even when I talked to them, they're like, oh, it's no problem. We'll do that. No problem. We'll take care of it. And it was done right then and there with me sitting there. So it was amazing. Here in town, I ended up in the hospital for 3 days. I ended up with my doctor, my urogynecologist here in town, who said, I'm sorry, I don't agree with your super-puke catheter, so I'm not going to help you with it, is basically what he said. And I'm like, dude, really? So it's a totally different world up there. When you are at a teaching hospital or a teaching type of facility, especially one like U of A, it is amazing. They treat you they just treat you amazing. They ask you if you want a snack. They ask you if you want, something to drink. They ask you all of these questions, and they want to know. And they'll actually bring in, they brought in a styrofoam cup with water for me one time, and we talked about it, and they're like, yeah, we're getting rid of the styrofoam. We're going to paper because we don't want to pollute anymore. And I was like, that's really cool. And they had this cute little message written on my cup, and it was, nice, it was really sweet, and it was really nice, and they made you feel like you were a human being. Whereas down here, when you talk to them and you're in as kind of the pain that I go through, they treat you like you're a drug seeker. They treat you like you're just a piece of garbage. And one of the things that I really came up to and I really understood, and I don't know, got really, really irritated and understood why people are signing suicide pacts and why people are stopping to help, stopping this type of thing because they're treated so badly. Hey, Tom Trickle, how are you, dear? It is a crazy, crazy time. So, yeah, it is amazing the differences in these doctors. So I'm going to encourage each and every one of you guys, if you guys are having issues with those doctors, bring it out to the public. Write a review, write something on them, let people know what's going on. I will be writing a review on the doctor that I did speak to here, and I'm going to make sure that he gets it personally. And it's not because I'm mad at him, and it's not because I think he's horrible, and it's not because I want to ruin his career, because that is not what I'm about. What I want to do is I want to help educate him as well. I want to teach him that bedside manner is something that is still something that we have to work with. We can't treat our patients like they're horrible people. We have to treat our patients like they are people, like their problems matter, like their pain matters. Even if you as a doctor don't feel that their pain matters, please do me a favor and start acting classes, because that bedside manner needs to change. If you run into curious cannabis connoisseur Duckfoot, I'm listening new here. It is very, very nice to meet you. This channel is pretty simple. We talk about cannabis. We talk about all of the different ways of cannabis. Let's go ahead and do a dab here while we're at it. Thank you, Tom Trickle. You're so sweet. I have here cornbread from, oh my God, Venom Extracts. Look at how beautiful this is. It is a very, very pretty, I keep pulling the tablecloth back. It is a really pretty golden color. We're going to go ahead and pull off a piece of this, and we're going to heat up this banger, and let's give it a shot. So that's what it looks like outside of the container. It is very stable. As you can see, when it dropped, it actually crumbled. Here, let me pull this up. It actually shattered the way shatter should. And that means it's a very stable product. And that's what I really, really appreciate when it comes to this type of cannabis, is that very clean, that very stable product. Not the I don't know how to say it, the gooey shatter. I hate it when they end up doing that. And they're like, we're sorry, it's just gooey this time. It happens. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't just happen. There are reasons why. There's either too much humidity in the air, you're not getting enough of that, humidity out of the air, and that will cause that to happen. But we're going to go ahead and do a small dab of this, get a good taste for it, and see how she is. Here is my beautiful little bong. I picked this up at Metro Meds. I love Metro Meds right now, I'll tell you what. I picked this up at Metro Meds, and it only cost me $45. So they had a massive sale in store, and I was so excited because I'm like, I need a new bong, but I want an oil bong, so help me out here. And we ended up coming up with this one. It is a great bong. It has a good base, and that's what I really like about it, is that base. All of these other little bongs that I keep getting or I keep running into, they don't have much of a base, so they fall over really, really easily. They didn't let it cure if it's wet, trying to make a couple of dollars off the water. Absolutely. And I absolutely agree with you on that one. They do. There are a lot of ways that dispensaries, caregivers, or whoever's making that type of stuff can actually make it heavier so that they can make a few more bucks. And it's really, really sad. When I do find that, I will tell you guys. I'll tell you exactly how it is. And you guys know that I've already come out against Arizona Organics simply because, hey, your sign may say organics, but you are nothing like an organic grow. So, yeah, I have spoken out against Arizona Organics, even though I do have a pretty extensive video library of doing their reviews. Their shatters were not very stable very often. Every now and again we got a decent shatter, but it wasn't very often. It was watery, it was wet, it was sticky, it was just not pretty. So I like these stable. I like it when they're done correctly. They taste so much better, and the effects are better. So that is something that you do need to really look at. And if you are a dispensary person, or if you are the one making some of these concentrates, please understand that this isn't helping the patients. What ends up happening with products like this is helping the patients, just like this. As always, guys, fuck cancer, fuck depression, fuck anxiety, in with the good and out with the bad. Oh wow, so good. Oh yeah, so yummy. What am I doing? I got a new phone, so I'm trying to transfer all of my data over, and it's just really weird. So I'm trying to get it all done. Cheers, yes, trying to get it all done. It has literally been a crazy couple of weeks. So we are talking about cornbread here. It is an 80-20 indica hybrid. It comes from Bubba Kush and Rare Darkness number 2. Of course, this is from venom extracts, as you guys know. This has about a 17% THC level. It doesn't have any CBD. It doesn't have any CBN that I know that I'm aware of. At least I wasn't able to find anything on the testing. This one here, it has kind of a woody lemon, sweet, nutty type of a flavor, I guess. It's really kind of good. It's very sweet. You do get a little bit of that spicy burn in the bottom of your throat, but not really bad like some of the others. The effects of this are happy, hungry, and sleepy. Medicinally to treat arthritis, depression, fibromyalgia, headaches, insomnia, loss of appetite, PTSD, and stress. So the high starts with a euphoric lift effect that gives your mood a boost and erases any negative or racing thoughts from your mind. Instantly, you'll feel happy and motivated. So I chose this strain specifically for that today because I need that motivation. I have so much work to do that it is insane. I am going to be doing weed reviews throughout all of this, so all week I will be on here. I cannot guarantee that I will be here between 9 and 10 a.m. like I normally am, but it will be out here throughout the day as I'm doing stuff, as I'm packing, this whole house, entire house. It is crazy. All of this had came to pass very, very quickly. So I haven't had a lot of time to actually sit down and think about it, which is probably a good thing. So I haven't had the nervousness yet. I've been out to the farm a couple of times now. It is so beautiful. As you can see in the picture of the beginning of this video, you'll see that picture of the venom extracts with the cactus there. I did a bunch of pictures. I will make another video of all those images of being out at the farm for you guys later today, so you guys can see what kind of work that we've been doing. We tried to do another drone flyover because we've had a lot of weather. We've had a lot of stuff going on. So I kind of wanted to see the changes in just a couple of weeks that we've been there. So when we did it, we ended up forgetting to record the session. So the next time we go out to the farm, we will record the drone session for you guys so you guys can see the changes that are going on as well. It's really cool. There's a lot of things going on. We got that bedroom almost ready to go. We've got to do we've got to insulate it and then just get the lighting up in there, and then we can start with the babies in there. And I've got to start with everything in the greenhouse too. So I've got to start all that ground cover. I've got, bags and that I've got to get done and ready for those transplants. There's a lot going on right now. So it is seriously crazy. I'm going to be showing you guys a lot more of what we'll be doing as we are out at the farm. But yeah, FMC Farms is coming along. We are just chugging away, hoping that by the first of the year, we're going to be ready to plant. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to show you guys. You guys are going to love it. Well, that's cool. You're in Arizona. I recently hooked up a breeder with one of my varieties. He'll go. I have no. If I even try to pronounce that, I will probably screw it up so bad. So is that your own, did you breed that? Did you make that species yourself? Did you do what you had to do? Like, how do you say that? Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see, or even to try. If you have your breeds, yeah, I start planting in January. If it's something you'd like to see on the YouTube channel, please send it over to me. I will put it in, put it in. We'll see how it does. I don't know where you're from, but yeah, that sounds really cool. Arizona is really fun to be in right now. The only thing that I'm really, really concerned about is if you've ever really been in Arizona, we have a lot of sand. We don't have good breeding soil like a lot of places. We have dirt. So the difference between dirt and soil: dirt is dead, soil is living. Those are the differences. It's very simple. So yeah, we have a lot of dirt, sand, grit, which makes our water, especially well water, beautiful because it goes through a lot of filtrations. But as far as growing in and growing around, it's really difficult. So one of the main concerns that I have and that we'll be working with is, as the plants mature and we put it into flower, because we do most of what we're going to be doing is in a typical greenhouse where we can open it up and it can actually get sun. It will be sun raised. It's not going to be fully lights. So we're going to do a lot more. We're going as full as organic as possible. We're very serious about organic, and so we no bottled ingredients whatsoever. So it is really, really cool. So yeah, check it out. Hopefully the 1st of January, that's what we'll be up to. Hi, Curious. KS, cheers. Okay. You should check out this channel. You may learn a few things from him. He grows no-till organic. Oh, okay, then we are growing the same, actually. I do the no-till as well. So we actually grow the same. I will definitely check out your channel. Here, give me a second. I could do that right now. Or I'm not going to check it out right now, but I could go out of here and, let's see, go here. Let's see. Curious Channel. I want to go to your channel. I just went ahead and subscribed so I can check out some of your videos. That's pretty cool. I am as well no-till. So we will be doing a lot of the same breeding. So that is really cool to hear. That is awesome. I actually haven't met somebody personally that grows the same way I do. Most of it's bottled ingredients. And yeah, I'm not doing that whatsoever. None. No bottled. So yeah, I will definitely watch some of your videos. Thank you. Don't forget, guys, if you are interested, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I am on YouTube, so that's what we do. Let's do another dab, guys, just because that's what we're about. And then I am out of here. I still have so much stuff to do before we get going. Not you. Oh, okay. Which one? KS? I think if it, let's see. The KS, let's see, which channel, am I still heating up my banger? Well, I'll subscribe to both of your channels and I'll check them both out. How is that? Acid dough update. Nice. I will definitely check those out. I might learn a few things. Yeah, I'm no-till as well. So, awesome. I know, I'm like trying to go in and out and check everything out. Yeah, I subscribe to both channels just so I could check it out and see how it is. I'm indoor. New York illegal grow breeder over 10 years. I've just been helping people out across the country. That is awesome. Actually, a lot of people, or a lot of dispensaries and grows are looking for those people that were illegal growers. So because they have more experience than we do. They've been at it a long, long time. They know the ins and outs of the industry better than most of us that haven't been in this industry illegally. And that is one thing that I will say, that it is an amazing thing. And I understand why breeders and dispensaries are looking for people that were illegal growers to turn them legal. And I think it is really cool. And I've heard the argument that it's better it's easier for some people to stay illegal versus going legal because of all of the crap that the legal dispensaries have to go through. And it's a lot. Yes, bless the ganja. I am one of those activists. That's why this channel even exists. I was stage 4 terminal cancer with bladder cancer. Here, let's do this. Fuck cancer. Fuck depression. Fuck anxiety. Let's do this. In with the out. In with the good, out with the bad. Oh, so good. I was actually stage 4 terminal bladder cancer. I have had cancer 4 different times. I did go through radiation and chemotherapy. I haven't been through either one of those in over 10 years, at least not traditionally. We did the suppository type, so I didn't lose my hair this last round, which was amazing. And then 3 years ago, I ran across Rick Simpson's Run from the Cure. And I read it. And I couldn't believe that throughout all the years I was so against cannabis, because I was very verbally against cannabis. I didn't know enough about it to be against it, to be honest with you. Yes, RSO for the cure, absolutely. I actually started out my YouTube channel with my RSO diary. So I did a full RSO diary. I did 100 grams of Rick Simpson oil. I was doing 4 grams of Rick Simpson oil a day. And I did 100 grams in 30 days. Early on in that treatment, we did a doctor's, I went in and they did a biopsy and they said that I actually had a 20% reduction. And they wanted to know what I was doing, and I told them, and they're like, yeah, whatever, and they were ignoring me, and it wasn't, they didn't care. They're just like, do whatever and whatnot. And then the insurance found out what I was doing. So the insurance said, nope, we're not going to test you again. You're not going to take our cure. We're not going to test you. End of story. So I was upset, and then I found another urologist in Tucson at the University of Arizona. The best urologist in the country, literally. He is ranked number 1. He is the best urologist in the country. So he's amazing. And he had to, excuse me a moment, he had to install this thing. So this is actually surgically implanted into my abdomen so that way I can go to the bathroom now. I don't have cancer anymore. We found that out about 3 months ago, and I was so happy. I was reading the biopsy and the doctor's reports of everything that was going on, and I read right through it, and I guess it just didn't hit me right away. My husband heard it, and he was waiting for it to hit me. And I went in the kitchen, and I was doing stuff, and I was all, just whatever, and I stopped, and he looked at me, and I'm like, holy shit. He's like, what? And I'm like, this tear came in, I'm going to end up crying again. This tear just came down my face, and I'm like, I'm cancer-free. I'm in remission. I'm done. And he's like, I was wondering when you would get that. And I'm like, holy shit. It worked. It really worked. And this was the first time in 20 years that I was able to be happy that I was cancer-free, because I was completely cancer-free. Thanks to Rick Simpson oil, thanks to Rick Simpson. And it was all due that I ran across an article, and it was something really, really dorky, and I was like, I read the article, and I'm like, no way, it can't be that simple. There's no way it can be that simple. And it really was. 3 months ago, when they installed that catheter, they found out that I was cancer-free. And they told me, all I have is a little white scar where the cancer was. And it was a good day. It was really a good day, and it was really that easy. And that's all I do is I want to tell people it is really this easy. It doesn't cure everything, and it doesn't cure all types of cancer, but it does a lot. It does a lot. And you can consume cannabis in so many different ways for it to help you. You can eat raw cannabis buds, and I do. It is actually very, very healthy. I actually grind it up and I'll put it over my salads. It's something that helps with inflammation. It helps your stomach. I mean, it does so much good. So I turned that around, and I became an activist so other people could find out that it was really that simple. And it's so simple, it's stupid, and people just don't believe it, and it's crazy to me why people don't believe that it can be that simple. But I didn't believe it either. So yeah, it's amazing. RSO for the cure, absolutely. My grandma passed away from cancer, and she was anti-ganja. Yeah, if I would have known what I know now about even 2 years earlier, I could have helped my husband's mother. I could have helped her a lot. She had Parkinson's, and she ended up aspirating and dying a very, very horrible death. We had to put her in a home because we couldn't care for her anymore after she had a stroke. And that home didn't treat her right, I guess, and it wasn't good, and there were things that happened, and we didn't know about cannabis back then, and I wish we would have, because it would have helped her so much. So I know where you're coming from. We're doing capsule. That's amazing. Yeah, I love to. I will still use Rick Simpson oil. I use it for pain management. It's something that I still use on a daily basis if I can, because it really helps me a lot. It helps me with the bladder infections and the kidney infections, and it helps me with the pain in my abdomen. It helps me with the pain in my back. It helps me with all of that. So I tried to help her out, but she refused. My help and stuck with the doc. I want to see the doc. I'd punch him in the face. I don't blame you. I would too. I would absolutely too, because doctors, first off, were the last ones fighting for cannabis when they were trying to prohibition. They were the last ones to try to keep that in their grip, because they knew what it was and they knew how much it was going to help people. And they still lost, and it was a horrible, horrible loss. And now doctors need to start learning about this again, because they need this education. They need to know what RSO is. They need to know what cannabis can do, and they need to know what these oils can do. This is something that can help a lot of people, and it's something that I am very strongly for now. My dad actually was a Navy SEAL, and he was dishonorably discharged because he was caught selling 100 grams or 100 pounds in the 70s to an undercover cop. And my dad passed away about 6 years ago from cancer, and I didn't know about Rick Simpson oil then, and I don't know if he did or if he didn't. I did talk to him about medical cannabis, and he didn't want anything to do with it. He spent, he did time for that. So yeah, it's a tough thing for some in our older generations. He said no, she said no about the ganja. Yeah, absolutely. Fuck cancer. Awesome. Glad, good vibes to be in your family. Absolutely. Thanks for being in the family. I love it. My friend believes in full spectrum. She beat cancer 3 times making flour for baked goods, only eating edibles. Amazing. See, I mean, there's so many different ways that you can help yourself with cannabis. There are so many ways. It is amazing. It is just, it is truly scary how easy it is, and that other people aren't getting this information, and that I speak out every chance I get. If I find out and I'm sitting next to somebody in the doctor's office, and I know, or I get an inclination that something's going on with them, I'll slip them my business card and say, hey, I beat cancer with this, and I didn't do chemo, and I didn't do radiation this last time. I was going to die first. I was not going through that again. It was hell. My teeth are all fucked up from it. It's horrible. This is not a good disease. This is not something you want to trust these doctors on, because they don't have all the information. And that's all that it is that they don't have all the information. And honestly, some of them, they just have a really bad bedside manner, and they're just there for, the money. They just want that paycheck, and that's what they're there for. So it really sucks. So, yeah, I think these stories are amazing. I love it. Thanks, guys. This has been a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back again tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I'm sorry. It's been crazy. But yeah, I'm going to be growing the no-till, and I'm going to be showing you guys what's going on, and I'm going to be walking you around the farm. And yeah, this is going to be a really cool new year. So hope to see you there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I will see you guys shortly. Mwah! Mad love, guys. Oh, you didn't come say goodbye? Come on. And this is Tigger. He says, I enjoy my CBD because I'm an anxious dog. Bye.